Hi, it's really good to meet you today.
Hi, Cara, how are you doing? It's a
I'm
pleasure to be here
good.
with you talking.
Well, congratulations on the film. I was thoroughly creeped out from start to finish, so well done.
Oh, wow. That's good. Thank you so much.
Tell me this, when the script came along, what made you decide that, creepy nuns and odd priests was a film for you?
Yeah. The thing is that I got the script. They sent it to me when they want me to be part of the movie. And actually I have to say that it's a creepy movie, as you said, full of nuns and priests and creepy things. But I do believe that there are also different layers on the movie, in the movie that make it, to be a very interesting movie to talk about, in terms of feminism, motherhood, freedom. I mean, it's an entertaining product, of course, and everybody's gonna have fun in the theaters, of course, but it also talks a lot of few things that I consider very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, I have to agree, actually, because you're right. There are a lot of layers there, and I love the fact that Cecilia goes on quite a journey and has a lot more power towards the end than we often see women in films like this. Because oftentimes,
Exactly.
yeah, so it's great to see that. Do you enjoy the kind of the gory aspect of it though? Is that fun to film and fun to work with when things go a bit
I
dark?
mean, I have to say that I don't like, really, honestly, I have to confess that I don't like watching horror movies, but I love making them. I mean, it's like it's so much fun, And all these, gory things in the movie is a coolest thing to shoot because in the movies everything's fake, of course. When you are doing a romantic comedy, you are not in love with that girl, but you have to make the audience to believe that you are really in love with that girl. So in the horror movie, it's like the extreme of that, You have to make the people to be scared. And in the other hand, you're having such a lot of fun. We had such a lot of fun shooting those scenes, especially the creepiest ones.
I have to admit at the start, I wasn't really sure where your character was going to go. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy, but I was a bit like, oh, is this going to turn into some sort of a kind of a bit of a love story here? Were you surprised at how dark your character goes and that change we see him in him later on?
I think it's a very interesting character. I mean, I'm performing the bad guy, and that's the thing. But I love the fact that he's a guy who has a degree in biology, and then he turns his life into the faith, and those completely separated worlds connected through this character. I think that it makes a perfect sense to have him like two faces, you know, and that's what I wanted to play in the movie. Of course, he's the nicest guy in the beginning, but he could turn himself into something terrible. But I tried to make that character trying to justify his behavior in I mean, being an actor, I have to, in a way, understand everything he does to make able to put his life, you know. So I try to connect those two worlds, science and religion, because I think it was Stephen Hawkins who said that God begins when the science finishes, so it's like they're in that kind of boundary, is what I wanted to put the character.
And I know we're almost out of time, but very quickly, one of the things that I was thinking as an Irish person, Catholicism is very much built into who we are in Ireland. And Spain is quite similar. So did you go in with preconceptions about Catholicism and the church and all that kind of stuff?
I mean, it's part of our lives, and in our lives we have good things, bad things, things that we connect with and things that we don't connect with. I mean, there's a universe that we wanted to create in the movie, but it's not an attack to to the religion itself. I mean, these people in this convent are doing these things, not in every church. I mean, it's not a It's like we are talking about this specific story in this specific place. I was raised. I'm as a Spanish, I am Catholic. I was raised as a Catholic in a Catholic country. And I have to say that when I was a kid, that we have this what we call Semana Santa, the Easter in Spain. We have these huge parades with all these images going, and it's a Baroque style, amazing pieces of art. I believe it's like an amazing iconography in all these parades, but at the same time, it's kind of creepy. I remember feeling like fear when I saw those images and those parades on the street when I was 7 years old. So in a way, everything that you don't know exactly, it could be something frightening. I mean, it's like the religion is a question of faith. You have to believe there's something that nobody has, checked that is completely real. You believe it for real. That's the faith. So I think it has a perfect connection with a horror movie, with the movie itself. So I think it's a perfect match. So and we are not attacking the religion itself at all.
I think I'm out of time. So thank you very much. Like I said, I really enjoyed the film and best of luck
It
with
was a
release.
pleasure. Thank you
It
so
was
much, and a
lovely.
big hug to Ireland.
And to Spain. Thanks. Bye.